In today's video, I'm going to go into detail about 5 hires that are very, very crucial for a real estate agency that can all be utilized via virtual assistants. By the end of this video, you're going to have a clear understanding of the 5 roles that can easily be filled. And if you're not doing them already, I'll show you how to get started. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. As always, my name is Ehsan Ahmed. This video comes in collaboration with Right Recruit. We are your outsourcing solutions provider. And for anybody who's interested in virtual assistants or looking at a solution where they're able to cut their staffing costs and scale faster, please reach out to us. Right, so getting straight into this video, there's 5 key hires that I've outlined, and we've done this across our businesses as well. So I'm talking from experience, not just dreaming about this. And these are 5 hires that you can get working on pretty quickly that will allow you to have a much more systemized business that's scalable. But more importantly, it's a little bit more hands off for you. So the first hire would be an administrator. So within a real estate agency, obviously, you're constantly dealing with an influx of leads. You're trying to generate business. You're trying to handle that business. You're trying to process that business. Having an administrator would be great for not only the sales and letting side of the business, but as well as that, the property management side of the business. So if you are managing many tenancies and you're dealing with tenant turnover, you want to ensure that you're on top of certificates, you want to ensure that you're on top of terminating tenancies, you want to ensure that you're on top of general tenant liaison, so you're not in voids. You've got a certain amount of notice between each tenant. That's where a tenancy administrator comes in. Obviously, they would pair up with your CRM. So all of this goes without saying that all of the functions that I'm about to tell you will need to be paramount and in sync with your CRM. So the administrator would then allow you to have control of your tenancies, would allow you to have control of your managed properties, would allow you to ensure that they're marketed within time so that you're not left with any voids. And then on the sales and letting side, they can help you with chasing up leads, they can help you with sending out emails, reminders, etc. Now, that leads me on to my second hire that I would have. So again, we're following on from the property management theme that we have going on here. The second hire that I would have would be a property management and maintenance assistant. So this particular assistant would be somebody who is responsible for liaising with tenants in regards to maintenance, repairs, and any issues in the property. So she or he, sorry, would be the first port of call for any repairs that are needed. If there's any issues in the property, cleanliness, okay, she's the person who's then able to diagnose that issue. She's able to get a quote from a contractor, and upon your approval, or if you give them the authority to make that call, they're able to go out and get the job done. Okay, all of this can be done remote as long as they have a UK landline, a US landline if you're based in the US, and obviously access to your emails. And there are many agencies who already do this. If you aren't already doing this, you are definitely missing a trick. Number 3, so we've now got our administrator, we've got our PM who's managing maintenance. The third hire I would have on a personal basis would be a PA. Okay, so a PA is somebody who manages me as the business owner, somebody who manages my inbox, who manages my calendar, who takes care of any purchases I need doing, who reminds me of tasks and fills my calendar up with making sure that I don't miss anything. This isn't as critical as the previous 2, but it's still very good to stay organized. There's thoughts that may pop up in your mind at 10 a.m. or whatever, and or sorry, 10 p.m. should I say, and at that point, you might forget the next day. But if you can send a simple WhatsApp message and that personal assistant can log it for you to and come back later on and remind you, that's massively beneficial. On top of that, they could do other things for you also, such as research. If there's things that you want to look into, certain systems, procedures, CRMs, whatever it may be, that personal assistant is the one who can do all of that for you. Right, so on to the fourth role. The fourth role I would have is a social media assistant. So very much like I am doing right now, I'm creating content. And as we know, creating content is the bedrock of our business. Whether you like it or not, it certainly is. And I don't know about you, but I am no good at editing. I've got no time for it, no matter what the software. Okay, so my job is very simple. I'm going to record the content, and I want a social media assistant who's going to edit that content and take responsibility for posting it. That's exactly what you need a social media assistant for. So the only pressure that you have is basically just taking the snaps or recording the content. They'll also be able to help you with the actual content side of it. So they'll give you the content ideas that you go out and execute. Okay. And by having all of that in place, you've got now a solid structure of organic content that's being posted on behalf of you. So building your personal brand, building your business's reputation. And that's very, very critical in this day and age. The last person and the fifth hire that I would bring about would be somebody who is a lead generator. And a lead generator would be somebody whose sole focus is on new business. So I would get this particular person to call through my batch of leads. So people who've inquired with me years ago. If they're still on my system, I need to know whether they're active. I need to re-qualify them, and I need them to be either in the market so I can deal with them, or taken off so that they're not clogging up the CRM. Okay, and this can be done across landlords, it can be done across vendors, it can also be done across tenants and buyers. However you need this to be done, I think it's very important for it to be done. So yeah, we've now got a great system in place now. We've got 5 virtual assistants who are taking care of a large scope of business, which allows me to carry on doing what I'm doing. But more importantly, I'm not stuck in the day-to-day tasks of the grind that comes with each of these tasks, which is great. It gives me freedom. It allows me to focus a little bit more on the business, and it allows the business to gear up for scaling. Guys, I've done this, and we as a company have done this for other companies, helped implement virtual assistants into their business. What I'm talking about can be massively beneficial to you. So please reach out to me. Please get in touch. Schedule a consultation with us. And I hope this video has been valuable to you. And we look forward to working with you. See you in the next one.